These are notes from section 8.3, which is on multiplying binomials. A binomial, remember, is a polynomial that has two terms. So notice I have a binomial here, 2x minus 3, and I am multiplying that by another binomial, 3x plus 5. So all of the directions are the same throughout the entire notes today. We were asked to multiply the polynomials together and then to write our answer as a simplified polynomial. So example 1, we are given 2x minus 3, and we are asked to multiply that times 3x plus 5. And the way that we are going to do this is by taking this first term, this 2x, we need to multiply 2x by each one of these. So we're going to multiply 2x times 3x, 2x times 3x, 2 times 3 is 6, and x times x. Remember, when I multiply, I add the exponents. So that should give me x to the second, x squared. So I multiplied 2x times 3x. Now I need to multiply 2x times 5. 2x times positive 5 should give me positive 10x. 2 times 5 is 10, and I've got x. So I multiplied this first term by each one of these. Once I've done that, now I'm going to move over to the next term. The next term is this negative 3, and I'm going to multiply the negative 3 times each one of these. Negative 3 times 3x. Negative 3 times positive 3 is negative 9x. And I've got negative 3 times positive 5. Negative times positive should be minus. 3 times 5 is 15. From there, we want to combine our like terms. 6x squared doesn't have any terms to combine with, so we're just going to rewrite this 6x squared. The x's, I've got plus 10x and minus 9x. Plus 10x minus 9x is plus 1x. And then I've got this minus 15. There's nothing I can combine that with, so we just leave it as minus 15. And that is our answer. So again, what we did is we took the first term, we multiplied it by each term in the second binomial, and then we took the second term from the first binomial and multiplied it by each of these. There is an easy way to remember which ones we need to multiply by which ones, and that is by remembering the acronym FOIL, FOIL, F-O-I-L. F is for first, so we're going to multiply the first terms together. First term of this one times the first term of this one. So that 2x times 3x, that gave us the 6x squared. The O is for outside. So we're multiplying the outside terms. So the outside terms would be this one and this one. This is on the outside, that one's on the outside. The I, as you would probably guess, is for inside. We're then going to multiply the inside terms together. Sorry, I didn't write down my answer here. When we multiply the outside, 2x times 5, that was the plus 10x. Inside would be negative 3 times 3x, that's minus 9x. And last, negative 3 times 5 is minus 15. And combining up these like terms gives us the same answer that we had on the previous slide. 6x squared plus x minus 15. Example 2, similar problem. It asks us to multiply the binomials together and to write our answer as a simplified polynomial. We are given 3x plus 4 times 5x plus 6. 3x plus 4, 5x plus 6. Again, the steps can be remembered with FOIL, F-O-I-L, first. So we're multiplying the first terms together, 3x times 5x. 3x times 5x gives me 15x squared. 3 times 5 is 15, x times x is x squared. The O is for outside. I'm going to multiply the outside terms together. 3x times 6, positive times positive is plus. 3x times 6 is 18x. I is for inside. We need to multiply the inside terms together. 2 times 5x, that gives me 10x. And L is for last. We need to multiply the last terms together. 2 times 6 is 12. We do need to write our answer in simplest form, which means any like terms we need to combine. We don't have a lot of like terms here. There's no other x squareds, there's no other constants, but we do have these two terms here together that we can combine up. Positive 18x plus 10x gives us 28x. And I've got that plus 12. Example 3, same directions. Different binomials this time. X squared minus 2. And we're multiplying that times 3x plus 5. Again, FOIL, FOIL can help us remember our steps. X squared times 3x. X squared times 3. So I've got 1 times 3. X squared times x, I add up the exponents. Outside, I want to multiply the outside terms together. X squared times 5. 1x squared times positive 5 is just plus 5x squared. I is inside. Negative 2 times 3x. Negative 2 times 3x. Negative times positive is minus. 2 times 3 is 6. And I've got x. And L is last. Negative 2 times positive 5. Negative times positive is minus. 2 times 5 is 10. On this step, at the previous problems, we had terms to combine. X cubed, I don't have any other x to the third powers, no other x cubes. I only have x squareds in this term. I only have x's in this term. I only have a constant, a minus 10 with no x's on it in this term. There's no like terms to combine there. We just leave our answer as is. Example 4 is a little bit different. It gives us 3x minus 2, and then it says that thing, the quantity, squared. 3x minus 2, the quantity squared. Remember that squaring something means to multiply it by itself. So if I need to multiply this by itself, we're going to write it out as 3x minus 2 times itself, 3x minus 2. And now this problem looks a lot like the previous ones. We multiply the first terms together. 3x times 3x is 9x squared. The outside terms, 3x times minus 2 is minus 6x. The inside terms, again, minus 6x. And the last terms, negative 2 times negative 2. We do have some like terms that we can combine here. This negative 6x minus 6x. Negative 6 minus 6 gives me negative 12. 9x squared minus 12x plus 4. The last example is example 5. Again, it's a little bit different. It gives us 2x plus 3 times x squared plus 5x minus 2. 2x plus 3 times the quantity x squared plus 5x minus 2. Because this one's a binomial, but then I'm not multiplying by another binomial. I've got a binomial times a trinomial. So FOIL actually isn't going to work here. What we wanted, when we use FOIL, that's if I just have two terms. If I have binomial times binomial, we can think through first, outside, inside, last. Binomial times binomial, first, outside, inside, last. Binomial times 3 terms times a trinomial. We do it kind of the same way, but it's not really first, outside, inside, and last, because we'd be missing this plus 5x term here. But the overall process is the same. So we are going to start with our first term, 2x, and we're going to multiply it by each of these, one at a time. And notice I have 3 of them to multiply it by this time. So I've got 2x times x squared. When I multiply, I add up the exponents, so I get 2x to the third. So I did that one. Now I need to do 2x times the middle one, 2x times 5x, gives me 10x squared. Again, I'm adding up my exponents, 1 plus 1. And then I need to do 2x times negative 2. So I did 2x times each of these. And now I move over to the next term, 3. I'm going to do 3 times each of these. 3 times x squared. Positive 3 times positive 5x. Positive 3 times negative 2. And then any like terms we have, we can combine. 2x cubed doesn't have anything to combine with. The x squareds, I've got 10 of them here, plus 3 more right here. I have a total of 13 x squareds. My x's, I have negative 4 plus 15. Negative 4 plus 15 gives me 11. And the negative 6 doesn't have any other constant terms to combine with. I'm just going to leave it as minus 6, and that's our answer. Those are the notes from section 8.3. Let me know if you have any questions.